Hey, what's up everybody? This is Nightwing2303 from SneakerFiles.com and SneakerFiles.com on court. Today I just wanted to go over an upcoming project that I've been, trying to plan out for a little over a year now. I've had multiple requests for this type of thing, not on this scale, but I've had requests for individual pairs to have been, reviewed. But basically, as all you guys already know, I performance test sneakers, or I wear test them, and then I review them on video, and I also do a lot of additional information that you don't see or hear about in the video on sneakerfiles.com/oncourt. My very first video on YouTube was on the Air Jordan 2009. This was my very first vid. It was, from what I believe, this was the very first performance review video on YouTube, period. So so that was really cool. But this is all where it started. It was with this shoe. I was really curious as to how it performed on court. I bought a pair, and then I tested it, and I put up a video, and it was a really bad video. It was done on a tiny little camera and in my kitchen on the counter. So things have changed quite a bit over the past couple years, and ever since this review, now I'm doing whatever I do now, which is a full-on, just a ton of performance stuff. All behind me is stuff that is coming up. We have the Hyper Enforcers. We have these. I keep forgetting what these are. The Huarache B-Ball 2012. Addy Power Howards. You got the D-Rose 2.5. You got the Zig Encore. We have the Mellows. My Kobe's are not with me right now. They're in my gym bag, but we got the Kobe 7s, things like that. The stuff that I've done previously every year to make sure that I get it done is the flagship model for the Air Jordan line. So again, I started off with the 2009, got you done with the 2010, 2011, and then just recently finished the 2012. Now, what I wanted to do is something that I don't think has ever been done before, but I just want to create a digital archive of the Air Jordans of the past, as far as their performance goes on court. I'm going to try my best to be non-biased, because I know that the tech that I have right in front of me and the tech behind me is, for the most part, it's far greater than the stuff that people used to play in back in the day. However, a huge question that gets asked constantly is, can I play in my Air Jordan Retros? The last time I played in an Air Jordan Retro was back in 2005. It was the Air Jordan 14, the black and reds, and at that time they were great. So as far as today's retros go, with today's quality, I really don't know. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm very curious to find out. And so what I'm going to be doing is basically starting again in March, one per month. So it's going to be over a year to get through all of this, but I'm going to be starting what I'm calling the Air Jordan Project. I'm going to go back all the way back, and performance test every single shoe 1 through 23. That way everybody knows what's up with the performance aspects. If the shoe's not up to par, I'm going to be giving you advice on, or not advice, but recommendations on what you can use instead of that product. So real quick, let's get right into the lineup. First, we're going to start off with the Air Jordan 1, and I will be performance testing these on court. I'm going to be balling in a pair of AJ1s originally released back in 1985. We'll then move it off to the Air Jordan 2. Right after that, we'll go to the Air Jordan 3, then the Air Jordan 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the Air Jordan 8, the Air Jordan 9, the Air Jordan 10, and yes, I will even be balling in a pair of Air Jordan 11s, and I will be playing in a pair of Air Jordan 11 lows, just in case anybody's curious on how these actually perform. Keep it moving with the Air Jordan 12. Of course, the Air Jordan 13, my personal favorite as far as the 1 through 23 goes to play on court. The Air Jordan 14, I'll play unfortunately in one of the worst performing Jordans ever, the Air Jordan 15, the Air Jordan 16, the Air Jordan 17, the Air Jordan 18, the 19s, the 20s, the Air Jordan 21, the Air Jordan 22, and last but not least, we'll finish it off with the Air Jordan 23. Once I'm completed with all of these, we will have done every single shoe from 1 to 2012, the most recent. I think it'll be pretty cool. It'll be a look back at the beginning of the franchise, beginning of the legacy. You know, the Air Jordan line is quite possibly one of the most popular sneakers of all time. So I want to take it back to the roots. You know, even though that they're retros, a lot of people wear these with pants. They're looking for, you know, style and things like that. I want to take things back to the way that it used to be, where when you bought a new pair of sneakers, the first thing that you did with them was you laced them up and you got your butt on court. And that's how I grew up. You know, so I'm really curious to figure out all of this stuff, see how well the Air Jordan 1 plays, all the way up to the Air Jordan 23. And then we all know how the 2009, 10, 11, and 12 run as far as on-court purposes. So that is pretty much my plan. You know, going through the history of flight with the Air Jordan line, the Air Jordan legacy, and just looking back through history and seeing how everything works today. So that is the plan. I'm calling this the Air Jordan Project. I will be starting this in March. You'll get one shoe per month. For additional information, I will be posting performance first impressions, performance teasers, along with the full-on review on sneakerfiles.com/oncourt. So make sure that you keep checking back on the site to make sure when the first impression is going to be. A first impression for me, basically I do a full breakdown of the shoe on how I assume and what I think based on, you know, feeling, fit, try on, all of that stuff, and what I basically think that they will do for me on court. And then the teasers are just kind of like what I'm experiencing throughout the process, and then we get into the full-on review. I don't believe this has ever been done before, and I'm really excited. Again, like I said earlier, a lot of this stuff, people have been asking me throughout the years, you know, can I play in the Air Jordan 13? Can I play in the 14s that recently retroed? I really don't know. So we'll find out. And the reason why I didn't want to do this beforehand and just kind of like jump around is because I was waiting until I completed my full-on collection, 1 through 23. And I wanted to give a big shout out to Soul Supremacy. You can hit them up on soulsupremacy.com. I literally found every single piece I was missing in the collection over at Soul Supremacy. Got them all for good deals, and I greatly appreciate it. So without them, this wouldn't even be happening right now. But that is all. The Air Jordan Project coming soon in March, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support. This will not reflect anything on the current reviews. I will be doing this in between all of those shoes, so don't worry. Kobe 7s, 2.5s, Howards, all that stuff will still be reviewed, but I'll just be putting in a lot more work on court, making sure that all of these things are taken care of as quickly as possible, one per month. So again, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate everything. I really can't say that enough. I know I say that probably in every video, but I seriously, like, thank you guys. I think this is awesome, and I love what I do, and it's a lot of fun. So if you would have told me when I was growing up that I'd be doing like performance reviews and stuff, I'd have thought you were crazy. So, but yeah, thank you guys again. Thank you very, very much. And until next time, guys, have a good one.